Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Pepper School here at the Garden of Apologies. I'm Eric, I am your host, and the Barmy Farmer here, both outside where it's cold and drizzly right now as we head into autumn, or right here by the fire where it's toasty. Today's episode, we have 6 more exciting peppers. So why don't you have a look at it down here with me as I walk you through what I've got. So I have a sweet annuum here. So this is a Purple Marconi pepper. Then we move into the Chinenses. So this guy here is a Jamaican Ministry of Agriculture Scotch Bonnet. And most bonnets I've seen have been yellow. This one's got a pretty nice orange tinge to it. From there, we're going to move on. We might do the Apocalypse Scorpion next. This one is the Chocolate Apocalypse. Then we move on, and we have a Garden of Apologies exclusive. This is a Mustard Scorpion. It's a green shine on the outside with a yellowy, orangey undertone on it. It's a really cool pepper. Then, I don't know which one we're going to finish with yet. It's chocolate vanilla. Here we go. But there's a chocolate Douglah pepper that we know and love and revere and respect. And it's an odd little pepper here. This guy is called a C22. So that's our spread for today. Let's get right at it. With my pepper knife and the Marconi pepper. We've been over the red Marconi. This is the purple cultivar. It's, as I understand, it's the rarest of the Marconis. I got my seeds from Super Hot Chilies a few years ago, and I've been growing them out. Marconis have a lovely, sweet, smoky flavor to them. I like to use them in fresh scents. But the purple one is even cooler because, well, before I slice into too far, see a nice purple shine down here. The plant grows with a little bit of purple on it. It's got some really nice purple pods that then ripen up into this cherry red. Shines right on through. Oops, noticing a blemish on the pepper there. I'm hoping that doesn't translate into bad times on the interior. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, whole lot of pith. And it's a surface blemish. Perhaps a little bit of discoloration inside. And there we go. A little bit off just on this side here. But looks like we've got a bunch of viable seeds down the other side. A whole bunch of viable seeds. Look at that. And so that's what I was talking about, the little bit of nasty there from this little blemish. Right there in the corner. So, let's get us a piece of this. And this is a sweet annuum pepper. It's one I quite like, so I'm not going to be too shy about it. Okay. Well, it is always cat time here in the Garden of Apologies. Marmalade just jumped onto the chair here from beside me from upstairs. Crazy daredevil. And she brought with it a cat hair. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Man, that is a nice pepper. It's got a bit of that smoky tropical flavor. Absolutely no heat whatsoever. It's a really good grilling pepper, and it's a great blending pepper for extending or accentuating hot sauces. If you're looking for a sweet pepper, I highly recommend the Marconi, particularly the Purple Marconi. It fits that same category in which you'd put a Shepherd's or maybe a Jimmy Nardello pepper. This is nicer. Well done. Originally an Italian pepper, oddly enough. something like a Marconi. Oh, it sounds almost Finnish. It's Italian. All right, let's keep it moving. So now we're next into the Scotch Bonnet. And this is the second Scotch Bonnet I've done through this series. The first one was one I picked up a couple months ago, 6 weeks ago down in Aylmer, where I was invited down for the Old Imperial Farmers Market Pepperfest. And one of the produce vendors there grew some pepper pods for the hot pepper contest. One of which was that nice rhombozoidal shaped uh, Scotch Bonnet we had. This is my own. So I got these seeds. These are the MOA. So I've given it the slice as we're talking here. There we go. See, it seems to work better on the plate. So let me show you on the plate. So MOA is the Ministry of Agriculture. So they are in from Jamaica. These are the official Jamaican Ministry of Agriculture peppers. So one would think they'd be all right. And hello, Louise. Yep. We got Mama Louise in here because it is always cat time in the Garden of Apologies. She's the mum to Acorn, Igor, Bruce, Marmalade, and wherever Marbles may be. He's not on my hat right at this moment. But let's try this pepper. What do you think, Wheeze? Not a lap you want to be on. Not right now. You looking at my peppers? You don't want this. That's nice. That's nice. Good flavor there. That's the Bonnie flavor. The pod shape is it's not quite as exciting as the one I did a few episodes ago, but this flavor is right on point. That is a delicious pepper. It's the kind of thing that you could mix with some mustard and some turmeric and make a wonderful Bayesian sauce. Not that I would. My friend Jeff, islandsun.ca, islandsuncanada.ca, sorry. Check him out. He makes the only Bayesian sauce you need. So that was the Scotch Bonnet there. That's about a habanero heat level, about 100,000 to 350,000 Scoville heat units. The Apocalypse Scorpion here, reputedly, it'll run about 1.4 to 2 million Scoville heat units. I don't know that it's been tested formally anywhere to this point. But surprisingly thick walls on this, with all that gnarliness. Check that out. Center you up here. There you go. So you see just how thick this pepper is. Bit of piss, but man, that is a chunky pepper. Maybe it's a slice down the pith wall on it because it's quite a bit thinner up in this area. But not a pepper you mess around with. Apocalypse Scorpion. And this is also an Italian creation. Very floral smelling. And one thing I think I've picked up for myself from doing this series is I'm going to start growing fewer chocolate pods. Oh, and that's why. What a terrible tasting pepper. Oh my goodness. That is awful. Just hot perfume. That is gross. Ugh. Very hot. Extremely hot. Man, what a terrible tasting pepper. Apocalypse Scorpion. The chocolate apocalypse. I use that in Donnybrook. I think the pineapple and peach have enough strength to the flavor to cover that up. What a terrible pepper. Do not recommend. Right, I'm going to change my order on this. I'm going to jump into the white pod because generally they're tasty pods. Generally. This is one called a C22 that I got from Atlantic Pepper Seeds a couple of years ago. I grew them last year. It's kind of a novelty pepper where I don't have it in any recipes or anything. Here, let me show you down here as I'm playing with it. But that's a C22. Probably a code name, Chinense 22, I'm guessing. But it doesn't have a proper pheno name on it. Probably a hybrid, probably unstable. But the claim is that it is a white super hot in the 2 million Scoville heat unit range. I don't believe it, but I'll find out once I taste it. I'm still reeling from that Apocalypse Scorpion. What a terrible pepper. Oh, yuck. All right, let's have a look with me here. Flip you around here. And there we go. A lot of seeds in there. Oh, don't lose the bula. Lots of seeds. Nice thick walls on it. Nice fruity flavor to it. Okay, that is a nice tasting pepper. A little bit of melon there. Oh, but it's hot. I'm not going to say that's 2 million. I don't even think that's as hot as the Apocalypse Scorpion I just had in that 1.4 to 2 million range. But it's certainly a hot pepper. I'm breaking a sweat here. Nice. I'll save those seeds. I'll grow it out again next year and see what I can do with it. But that white pot, it's hot and it's nice tasting. So, good times. Just gonna have a quick piece of Marconi pepper. Nice palate cleanser. All right. So before I get into the brutality that I recognize as the chocolate Douglah, let's look at the mustard scorpion. I've called it a mustard scorpion because a few years ago, 2019, I believe, I had a bad crop out there. I didn't have the peppers I was hoping to have as I was figuring out how to grow out here in Lebanon. And I bought a box. I think it through Facebook Marketplace. One of the Facebook groups, someone was selling some scorpion peppers. So I got a box of scorpion peppers. And of course, I saved the seeds from them. And the yellow scorpion, some of the plants came out to this weird sort of olive green with a yellowy orange underneath. Some were the yellow I expected, and some came out also with this awesome pod shape. Just like a 4-leaf clover there, and on the back end, check that out. Just that. That's a lumpy on it. This year, I had a few of the plants revert back from this color to the regular yellow scorpion. And you've seen those up on a previous episode. This is what I was expecting as the mustard scorpion. So, join me down here on the cat plate as I slice into it. First off, man, I love this pod. It's one of the best pods I've had this year. Let's wreck it. Wow. Might get the color a little bit better on the inside here. Got more of the green on the outside, a little more of the orange in here on the inside. A whole lot of seeds. Nice crispy, thick-walled pepper. Very, very firm. This mustard scorpion, it's one of the extra peppers in the Blame Canada edition. The special advisory edition of Blame Canada soy sauce. And this is another Garden of Apologies exclusive that I can't remember if I've tried before. Ooh. Oh. What a deceptive pot. That is initially very sweet and very fruity. But it's a scorpion pepper. Oh. So I've got it right in the throat. That is a hot, hot pepper. Pause for a second. All right, if it's 5 o'clock where you are, please adjust your clocks. Yes. Oh. Wow. Garden of Apologies exclusive. Another pepper. It was a fluke. I didn't create on purpose. I'm very happy I've got it. And I'll grow it out and do what I can with it. And now, last but not least, get into the chocolate bootleg here to wrap out episode 17. Cross between a chocolate bootleg. This is the chocolate bootleg. A cross between a chocolate bujolakia, the chocolate ghost pepper, and the 7-pot Douglah. Hang on a second. I've just realized something. Mr. ADHD here. I've been lying to you. That is not the chocolate bootleg. I have had the chocolate bootleg. This is the 7-pot Douglah pepper. There we go. I'm glad I caught that before I ate it. There's a 7-pot Douglah. This is a pepper made famous partly by a combination of Heiko and Christopher. I grew a plant. I gave the plant to Heiko. Heiko grew the plant into a large plant. He selected a choice pod from it, tattooed it, or paid someone else, rather, to tattoo it on his arm, delivered that pepper to Christopher Campbell, Phoenix Fire, and Christopher ate it and stood on machete blades and got shot with cattle prods and probably put on some handcuffs and maybe a water trap and then 500-600 staples or something like that and a straitjacket. I'm going to do it a lot easier with this chocolate bootleg. No, I'm doing that again. See? Brain, work with me here. 7-pot Douglah. I used this sauce, this pepper for a sauce a few years ago. It was the Happy Canadian. If you know, you know. I know what the Douglah pepper is like. Douglah is like the chocolate bootleg. All right. Nice sweetness to it. Very fruity. Hints of cherry. Oh. And then the heat. Dang. Big, big old heat. Thank you, Marconi. Thank you, Marconi pepper. There we go. That didn't help. 7-pot Douglah. Very hot. Nice sweetness. It transitions into that kind of acrid floral though, so it's not a good pepper to eat on your own. It's a nice pepper to get tattooed on your arm, but man. Okay, now I'm good and sweaty and my tongue's on fire. This is a good time to wrap this up. As you heard the bell, we've hit 5 o'clock. We're pushing dinner time here, and I should probably eat something that isn't peppers. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've had some fun with this series so far. Hope you're learning and enjoying or liking and subscribing and all that stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, how's that?